MULN completed the ELMS acquisition a few days ago and they've released some vehicle details for next year. So should you buy the stock? Stay focused as we go through the vehicle details along with recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stox 101 for regular stock market updates. MULN aims to start delivering Class 1 commercial vehicles in the first quarter of 2023, and this vehicle will be strong enough to carry 1700 pounds with the wheelbase being a 120 inches and a cargo volume of 160 cubic feet. The vehicle will have a single charge travel range of 110 miles at an estimated price of $38,000, which might change in the future as well. As for the price action, the stock fell by 5.85% on Friday's trading session, going from a price of 21.72 cents to 20.45 cents as the bearish tension continues. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for MULN. And as always, we'll first analyze the 1-day chart, then the 1-hour chart, and turn it off, we'll get at the 5-minute chart. But right off the bat, we can see that we're currently trading at a price on the pre-market at 20.31 cents, which is a bit down, like 0.68%. We can see that over here. Well, 0.39% now. It doesn't matter. We're not in that big of a gap up for it to matter. And of course, we did close the day off on Friday, of course, which was in a pretty big gap down, right? 5.85% fall. Definitely not a good thing. We did get somewhat of a, something like a 6% gap up, if I'm not wrong, or rather gap down. I'm sorry for that. And of course, it was kind of predictable, I guess, because of course we did get or rather an inside candle over here, right? The body was small, wicks were crazy big on both sides, right? And that kind of indicates higher volatility in the next candle. But of course, over here, we did get a pin bar on the upside. So even if we get a gap down today, I personally will be expecting the stock to go up, right? If you ask me for a price target, I'd probably say the 21-cent range, right? I do think that we might have a green day today and the stock will probably go up all the way around 21.20 cents, I'd say, right? The upper limit, probably 21.50, I guess, right? Lower limit, I'll probably guess that somewhere around 20.75 cents should be the lower limit. And I believe that we'll probably end the day off in this range. Of course, as I already told you in the previous few seconds, or rather in the previous minute, that we should end the day off in a green candle. Now, is that all of, that big of a good sign, considering the fact that we've had continuous 10 or 11 red candles over here? Well, we did get some bad times, right? But of course, with newer vehicles coming, actual deliveries coming, as we all know, right? The previous part over here, we did have problems because first up, people were criticizing David Missouri for being all talk and no work. But now that the ELMS acquisition is officially completed, right, David cannot be criticized for that anymore. He did put in work, he was just putting in silent work. Well, I won't exactly call it silent work, but he was talking about other things in the future. And of course, ELMS, it got completed. And now I personally think that once we start getting the deliveries, first up, now this might sound a bit negative to you, but I personally don't think that we'll start delivering in the first quarter of 2023, right? I think it might be delayed a bit, so be prepared for a potential fall over here in January or February or somewhere around that, right? It might get delayed to the second quarter. Why am I saying that? It's just an intuition, I'd say, right? I don't have any data for that, so it's up to you if you want to believe that or not, right? I could be wrong. So, of course, if we get delayed, right? If the deliveries get delayed, it won't necessarily cause the stock a big problem because, of course, some investors might have already kind of factored it into their investments and trades. But for other people who are, like really big fans of the stock, and that I wouldn't exactly call them fans, I'd just say that people that don't factor in negatives probably think that, hey, everything's going to be bright from now on. Well, it won't, right? It's still going to be a bumpy ride no matter what we do, right? Is, David Missouri to blame for that? Definitely not. Any company, when you're starting up, you do get a lot of problems. And, I can say that because I've had a lot of experience with that personally, right? So whenever you start something up, you're kind of deemed or rather bound to have a lot of problems in the first processes. But even if that takes 2 or 5 years, it is worth it because in the end, a business or a company is like a snowball pretty much, right? Tesla would not have gained like whatever valuation it has. I believe it's 600 billion right now, 610 billion, right? It did not gain that over the course of 10 years, right? It the graph goes like this. You're at a billion, a billion, a billion, 500 million, 2 billion, a billion, 500 million, and then you take off and then you go to 100 billion, right? This is how businesses work. Businesses don't work like a normal stock market, right? This is not how most businesses work. And especially, the EV segment and segments that are new, kind of the new industries, clean energy, and stuff like that. So, of course, I personally think that MULN will be something like that as well. We did fall all the way over here, but I believe that we should be able to go up and go up and go up, right? Taking at least, as I already told you in my previous videos, I will be reiterating on my $2 target. I do have a price target of $2 for the long term, right? And I'm honestly anticipating, or rather expecting at least, for the stock to hit $2 in 2023, right? Will that happen? I'm not too sure, right? We can't really say. Of course, a reverse split is coming. After that, further dilution is coming. So that's kind of bad, I would say. But we really don't know what David has planned on his sleeve, right? What he has up on his sleeves. So, of course, I personally would be waiting to see what's exactly going to happen rather than making any judgments. And of course, if you ask me whether I'm bullish on the stock right now, most definitely yes. As long as it stays around this price range, right? I'm extremely bullish on the stock, right? Once it goes up over here, around this range, I'll be kind of bearish in the short term because we will get a pullback. But then again, I'm not exactly saying that the stock is bound to go up. So remember that, well, this is not financial advice. But with that being said, of course, if we want to analyze the stock further, we'll have to jump on into the 1 hour chart. And now that we're in the 1 hour chart, we can see that right here, we did get squeezed in over here, right? We did get somewhat of a squeeze and we did get a reversal pattern on the upper side. Well, why did I do that? Let me get the brush. I was supposed to get the brush, I got the horizontal line instead. This is what a reversal pattern would look like. And that is, why I believe that we should be able to get a green candle today. Of course, we will get in the pre-market as well. We will analyze that once we get in the 5-minute chart. But before that, right on 1st December, we can see that we did go up, right? But we got a first up a reversal pattern on the upside over here. We did go up, hit a resistance, made somewhat of a double top around triple two. Well, that's a unique number, $0.222, right? After that, of course, we fell down, got a pin bar on the upside, which is rather unusual, and then we scored a strong gap down, which was like 6%, I believe, right? 5.5, 6%. If, of course, we were to talk about the volumes, we can see that all this while the volumes were declining, right? 1.468 million, 1.264 million, a million, 668, 536, 866, and so on and so forth. Right, volumes have declined over this time. And of course, this is why I believe that this trend might be a bit weak. I won't exactly call it a fake breakdown, but the trend is just getting a bit weak, right? The stock has been going down for ages now. So it's about time that the bearish trend stops. But of course, I don't think that there's much to analyze in the 1 hour chart, so we'll have to jump on into the main stuff, that is the 5-minute chart. And as you guys can see right here in the 5-minute chart, we've opened the extended trading hours as well. And right off the bat, in the first candle itself, we made a high of 20.8 cents. I already told you that I believe that the market will go up today, but we'll get to that later. We'll analyze the last day's performance first, right? So we started off over here in, a rather unusual wave of, I'd say, buying volume, right? We did go up, we hit a resistance 20.7, went down all the way around here, takes support at 20 cents, I believe, 19.8 cents, right? Good level. After that, we did get resisted around a double top, or rather a quadruple top at 20.20. Again, good, level. Double bottom around to, 20 cents. I was about to say 2001, I don't know why. And then we did get resisted around 20.36 as well. We got resist, or rather we got supported around here at 20.8 as well, 20.08. And then the final resistance, I believe, strong one was around 20.6 cents. But right here, we can see that we're making a rather negative trend today, right? For the pre-market, of course, in the aftermarket, we went down by a lot, and then we went down by a lot, right? So we did get somewhat of a weak bull trend in the pre-market, but now we seem to be recovering. We're already up to 20.58 cents. And will we go up today? If you ask me, yes, but then again, I could be wrong, right? I believe that we should be able to get a good momentum in the first candle itself. As long as we break into the 20.6 and $20.7 range, I believe that the next candle should be able to breach into the $20.8 range, or well, why did I say dollar? It's cents, right? 20.8 cents. And after that, we'll probably get a red candle crossing the stock. Or why did I even say crossing? I'm supposed to say crashing. Then we'll probably come down crashing into the 20.65 cent range again. And then we should probably continue and build up a bull trend going into the 21 cent range, right? This is my prediction for the day. I am bullish for the day, right? And let's see what exactly goes down. But at the same time, remember that I could be wrong. So this most definitely is not financial advice, and you should always do your own research before you trade. If however you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for more such videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.